It is often said that time flies when you're having fun. Yet there's so many illusions and concepts around time out there. For example, the holiday paradox. If, for example, you're waiting in an airport for 4 hours, or your flight has been delayed, time seems to drag on because there isn't much happening. But once you get to your destination in the same amount of time, because there's so much activity and excitement happening, time actually feels so much shorter as well. So these are some of the paradoxes and illusions that we can imagine in our mind when it comes to time. So when the day is actually full of activity, time actually feels a bit shorter. But when there's nothing happening and there's no distinct memorable activities happening, time feels to drag on and on. This is why if we are put in a cell for 4 hours, for example, when there's no activity, nothing happening, there's no television or nothing, it feels like an eternity. Recently, this on 11th of September 2021 was actually 20 years since the September 11 attacks in the US. And when you speak to a lot of people, it only feels like yesterday, because the period of time that has passed without a lot more of significant distinct memories that have happened, it feels like the period is much shorter as well. And in most circles as well, it is said that people tend to overestimate what they can actually achieve in a year, but they underestimate what can be achieved in 10 years. And essentially comes back to the same thing, that they can feel and see that they can achieve a lot of activity within a year, because it's a shorter horizon, so they can relate to a number of activities, things that they can do in business and otherwise. But when you take a longer horizon of 10 years, you can't place distinct things or activities that you can do over that horizon. So that time feels, you feel that you cannot achieve as much. You underestimate what you can achieve in that period of time. Now, why is this important? Because actually time is the finite of resources that we have, because every one of us will wake up every day with the 24 hours that we are given in the day. And according to our biological clock, in this physical manifestation of us, we've got that finite time, and we are on counting down towards the day that we actually leave physically this earth. So it is important to actually utilize that time to the best of our abilities, towards our mission, whatever that is, so that we don't waste that time. Because time that is wasted, you will never get it back. You can make mistakes in life that you can correct. You can make money and lose it and make it again. But time, once it is lost, you can never make it again. So you need to actually make it count as well. And in the same space of illusions and concepts as well, sometimes we can get bogged down between the different phases of time. If you take, for example, Marilyn Monroe, is painted with this beautiful picture of a beautiful, young woman in her prime of her career. And when you look at pictures, when you search online, it's all this beautiful girl. But at the moment, like in the UK, in England, if you type the picture of the Queen, the concept that you see is this, relatively older woman, with high respect, and that is the figure that is portrayed as a very highly respected woman who is a bit older, as you can see today. But over those two concepts, and when you put them side by side, you actually find that both these women, Marilyn Monroe and the Queen, were actually born in the same year, 1926, in the 20s. But the concepts of time, they can be different. So that is one of the illusions of time. So it is key to actually make sure that whatever our picture, illusion of what we can achieve and see in our imagination as far as time is concerned, we actually utilize it to the best advantage. So one of the key areas that can actually help us to utilize time is to actually think of the things that we are doing on a day-to-day basis. How are they actually serving us towards our mission? So For example, this video with my mission of actually knowledge sharing and help people to understand and break through into success of their own. I'm spending this time to actually share that, and that is in line with my mission, which is that of knowledge sharing and helping people to break through into success. So what are you doing with your time? How are you utilizing it? Are you making the best of your time? Because otherwise, once that time is gone, you will never be able to get it back. So it's important to actually make sure that whatever it is that we are doing, we are actually maximizing our potential, maximizing the benefits that we are actually generating from that time, because once that time is lost, we'll never get it back. So I thought that would be a good thing to share, that we need to actually maximize, plan our days to the best of our abilities, so that we can achieve the things that we would like to do without wasting time, because it is a finite resource. Once you lose it, or once you don't maximize it, then you will never get it back. So I hope you go out there, experience, learn and grow, and make sure that you're utilizing and using your time to the best of your abilities towards your mission, your telos, and your higher purpose. Until next time, cheerio.